So we're currently in year one of our 3-year partnership with Discovery Education. This year, Discovery Education has come in and provided us with some intense training on how to incorporate STEM lessons into our current curriculum. And so some of these activities through STEM Connect are designed to enhance the core curriculum and also make sure that students are able to incorporate the 4 C's, which are collaboration, communication, creativity, and critical thinking.
We've been able to use it. For example, we've done a lesson on 3-dimensional shapes. So we were able to build and test. And the process is actually design, build, and test. And so they designed their shapes. We had students presenting, and then they built their shapes using toothpicks and marshmallows. They used straws and clay, and then we tested our objects. So we were able to do a drop test, and the drop test was to see which object held sturdier, which one held the strongest.
Well, I feel like that it was pretty good and fun, and it was a little bit challenging actually, because other people, they had harder and more softer objects that they had to build with, like the straws and the clay. It was really hard to build for a pyramid. So on the clay, the clay weighed more, so it actually kind of folded more faster than it broke. But the marshmallow's head was like a cushion, so it made it a soft landing.
So these lessons from Discovery Education, they take a span of, 1 or 2 weeks. So we have been focusing on this certain challenge. Yesterday we explored a story where there were some children who would walk to school every single day, and they would see salamanders on their way to school.
Our teacher, she read us a story about these 3 kids. And some of these people make concrete for the people, but the people who built the concrete took away the salamander's habitat. So we made a bridge so the salamanders can live under the bridge and the people can walk on top of the bridge.
Well, we want them to kind of visually work together, communicate with each other as a team. They had to have a plan, and as you saw, there's some areas that had baskets. There are others that had cars, so some kids were just very persistent in trying to pick up a car that didn't have one of the metals that needed to be picked up with the magnet. So they have to work together because the object of the game was to get the most metal in their scale on their side to make it so they can get a point.
I feel like I learned about teamwork, working together. It was really good exercise for me.
The teacher really becomes the facilitator in some of the group work. And so we're noticing that the students are engaged, they're motivated to continue to learn. So whether it's through small project or small activity, but they're working together. And so the collaboration piece is a really big part of what STEM learning is. And so definitely the idea is to incorporate much more of the technology and put that into students' hands, because we know that we are in the age of digital learners. So we really want to do that, and we do feel like that's going to enhance their learning, just because that is the way that they currently learn.